And the grayer your hair becomes, the more entrenched your thinking becomes. One day my daughter Sandy asked me, said, "Daddy, why do you think like you do?" And I said, "Sweetheart, I came from a world you don't know anything about. And that's why I think like I do." I said, "Let me describe for you the America for people who were born before 1945. I was born in 1940. We were born before television. Can you imagine that? You came home and talked to each other. I mean, after 6:30, the Farm and Ranch report went off, and there was nothing else to do but read a book and talk to each other. Can you imagine that? And there we were before penicillin, and we were before frozen foods, and before the Frisbee, and before Xerox, and before the pill. We were before radar. For those that were born before 1945, closets were for clothes, not something strange people were coming out of. We were before gay rights, computer dating, daycare centers. Daycare centers were actually called homes. It was a different world. We were the last generation dumb enough to think you needed to have a husband before you had a baby. No wonder there's such a generation gap in the world today. You're not from my world, and I'm not from yours. That's why my generation thinks we need a constitutional amendment to protect the sanctity of marriage that guarantees that in America, the only marriage to be recognized is the marriage between a man and a woman in the house of God. There are so many things in America that have changed. That should never change. And you listen to me. If it does, you can kiss this country goodbye.
It was judges, not